Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 12th through the 18th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. All right, so Gemini, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords can represent communication or news that's very significant. With the Page of Swords, it's a neutral energy, so it can be good news, can be bad news, but often the Page of Swords can talk about delays. So there could be some delays for some Geminis. You could be waiting on news. It could be delayed. But just, you know, keep in mind that everything happens for a reason. So if something is being delayed, the time isn't right just yet, and it's probably delayed for a very good reason, maybe one that you cannot see just yet. Now, what's interesting is we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Moon here. And I did have this exact placement for another sign. I cannot tell you exactly which one, but make sure you're watching your rising and your moon sign. If you do not know what your rising and your moon sign are, linked below in the description bar, I have a website that can calculate that for you for free. So head over there, find out what your rising and moon sign are, and make sure you're watching all three readings, your sun, moon, rising sign, for the weekly forecast, because another sign had this exact placement. So you might be able to resonate with both readings for the week. Now, the overall energy, Gemini, for the week is the Devil. So the Devil can represent many different things. For some of you, you're quite passionate. If you're in a relationship, it could be actually a quite passionate week for you and your partner. But the Devil can represent anything in excess. Also, it can represent restrictions, blocks, needing to sever ties from that no longer serves you, whether that be an unhealthy relationship, a negative mindset, belief system. It also can be feeling chained, feeling blocked, feeling stuck. And, you know, honestly, some of you might feel like that because we have that Page of Swords. So there could be some delays taking place, but I think Spirit is telling you that you need to have faith. We're starting out with the Five of Pentacles, which fives represent change, but they also represent a challenging energy. So for some of you, maybe you've been dealing with some challenging energies, people, or situations. Feeling a lack, the Five of Pentacles can be a lack financially, but not necessarily. This could be a lack of support, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, or just simply losing faith. I think that for many of you, you're waiting on a decision with the Lovers card here. This could be a decision in regards to a partnership, absolutely, romantic or otherwise. And I think that you're waiting on a decision for some of you, and you're maybe starting to lose faith that that decision or that choice is going to come through or be made. I think that for some of you, you know, you need to remain optimistic when it comes to a decision, because I have the Hanged Man looking over here, and the Hanged Man represents that, yes, that period of suspense, that limbo period. So I do feel like for many of you, you're waiting, and please don't shoot the messenger. You know, I'm just delivering the messages that Spirit wants me to deliver to you. But I do see some of you absolutely waiting on something. But the good news is, if you've been waiting on something for a long period of time, when I see the Hanged Man show up, it does tell me that the wait is not going to be that much longer. This is a temporary wait, a temporary period of suspense. And sometimes this energy comes in because there's a fresh perspective that's needed. So for some of you, you need to take a step back. You need to look at the larger picture as a whole, because there could be something that you're missing, some sort of enlightenment or a different perspective that's needed. So there could be something that you're missing that can actually help you. But I think that for many of you, you're waiting on this enlightenment. You're waiting on maybe a decision. But I think that you need a fresh perspective. You need to remain positive, because success is coming to you. We also have the Emperor here, and he represents success, abundance, stability. This is an empowered energy. So for some of you, you could be waiting on a decision in regards to like a higher paying position or a position of authority. You could be waiting on a decision from your boss or from a father or grandfather figure. There's a strong masculine energy here. So for some of you, maybe you're waiting on a decision from this person, or waiting on information or enlightenment from this person. And then for others, you know, this is you going to be successful. It's just literally a matter of time and needing to clear out these blocks, these restrictions here. Now, I see many of you very focused on, we have the Moon here, and we also have the Queen of Swords looking back at the Moon. So this situation could be a little bit confusing, no matter, you know, if this is a partnership, a business partnership, romantic, something going on within your career or personal life. It could be a little bit confusing. And when things are up in the air, when there's unknown aspects, when not all is known yet, this energy of the Moon can come in and bring with it a lot of worry, a lot of confusion, a lot of fear-based energy. So take caution with that. If you find yourself worrying a lot, you know, you need to put your focus elsewhere. Get outdoors, spend time outside, connect to the earth, become grounded, because this is more of an emotional energy, feeling down and out, and for some of you, feeling a little depressed, feeling overly emotional. But I think that you need to put your focus on cutting to the truth of the matter, getting down to the bottom of this. If speaking to someone for clarity can be something that helps you, I definitely, you know, feel that you should be doing that. If you can have a discussion with someone, a partner, whomever this is relating to, if you're waiting on a decision from a spouse or a business partner, I think that you need to definitely speak your truth. Absolutely. And I think that you need to listen to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. With the Queen of Swords here and the Devil, you definitely need to sever ties, you know, from unhealthy relationships, partnerships, friendships, addictions, habits, whatever is no longer serving you. You definitely need to, you know, cut loose. You need to sever ties with that. I think that for many of you, you need to get out and about. You need to be more social with the Eight of Cups here. This is a nice, lighter, social energy. And I think that if you can talk to someone and, you know, receive the truth when it comes to a particular situation, receive that enlightenment or that fresh perspective, I then feel as though like you'll want to go out, you'll want to tell your friends, you'll want to celebrate it. For some of you, there could be a situation dealing with 3 people here. Whether this is, you know, something business, something romantic, there certainly could be something dealing with 3 people. And maybe you need to sever ties from that third wheel, that third person, if you can. Unchain yourself from that no longer serves you. Maybe you need to make the decision, Gemini. You need to listen to your intuition. Maybe you need to take a step back. Sometimes with the Hanged Man, this can be a voluntary position. Maybe some of you need to spend time alone to gain that enlightenment, to gain that fresh perspective, to figure things out, so then you can come back and take control of a situation, or just be empowered when it comes to handling this situation. And honestly, if you do that, I think that you will see things clearly, because I also have the 7 of Cups, which can sometimes indicate like rose-colored glasses. But across from the Hanged Man, I think that if you voluntarily take a time out, take a break and spend time alone, meditate, really go within, I think that you will receive that clarity and you will see things clearly. For some of you, you need to maybe narrow down your options here, because only some are realistic and others are not. Maybe even for some other Geminis, you might need to speak to your friends. You might need to take that time alone, but also maybe talk to your friends for support, for guidance. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. I think that, honestly, financially, I think it's going to be a good week. This 5 of Pentacles, I'm not feeling like this is you lacking financially, although some of you might be. I feel more like this is you losing faith and really maybe being a little bit emotional, feeling down and out. But I think if you take certain steps, there's definitely things that you can do that can help with that this week. Additional guidance for Gemini. There we go. We have a card that just flipped out. Oh, we have, I thought we had 2 cards, but we don't. We have 1 card. We have Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So children might have something to do with this situation. Maybe you're in a relationship that is unhealthy. There are children involved, and maybe that's why you've stayed. For some Geminis, you could have felt, chained, blocked, stuck within a relationship or a situation that you want nothing more than to move on from, but maybe there's children involved. But still, I think that you need to spend that time alone. For some of you, you need to talk to your friends. Because when you're unhappy, it can absolutely affect the children. So children might be quite significant this week for you. And if you've been worried about your child or children, just know that they are happy, they are well cared for, okay? All right, Gemini, I do feel like for some of you, yes, your children always come first, but I think that for some of you, you need to put yourself first this week. Absolutely, okay? So I do wish you the very, very best. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care.